the whole process of it. I don't know how to explain it. It's somehow expressing yourself where you can't express it in words. Art is therapeutic for me. It is a place where I can escape myself and travel into my own fictional land.
Now there was a time when you loved me so I couldn't go wrong. Now you need to know. See, I've been a bad, 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 bad man, and I'm in deep. Yeah, I found a brand new love for this man, and can't wait till you see. I can't wait. So how you like me now? 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 How you like me now?
Well, I wouldn't have an idea in me then. I would just stare at it, at a blank canvas, nothing going on in my mind. It would be idle. At times, a lot of thoughts coming into my head.
As a part of his side. Wisconsin.
I would say there's around 3 to 4 stages. First one, staring at the blank canvas. Maybe that's one way of telling myself or inspiring myself to do it rather than just stare at it. So what I do is, if it's a canvas sheet, I hang it on the easel. Maybe after 2 weeks, I would just walk past by it, and that gives me a reminder. Okay, I need to do it. I need to start painting. It gives me that rush, adrenaline rush. And then the second stage starts, where I start throwing random colors, mostly my favorite colors like yellow, onto it, or maybe some random color which I see on my collection. Then I'll splash it, waste a lot of paint on it just to get the feel of it. And then after a point, something would come up. I have no idea what it is. And there's this zone that I get into, like slowly once it starts coming alive a bit. And then this whole adrenaline rush kicks in, where I go into the zone where nothing stops me. I can't hear anything. I'm literally focused on it, on the painting. And then it just happens.
With it, took that neatly. A nice pass to Rashford. These two are combining so well. Rashford at the tight angle, this time with the goal himself. Signetic. Yeah, he went for power that time, Rashford. It is the 7th goal of his career against Manchester United. An astonishing record for Pascal Gross.
And just to put it into context, Manchester United have lost 3 of their first 5 games for the first time in the Premier League era.
Well, I was born in Dubai. Growing up, the whole thing I can think of is football, reading books, cycling. Then the family time I used to have with my mom, with my sisters, playing football with my dad when I'm young, yeah. And then playing any kind of games which I could indoor. And then the only time I get to play football is after school hours until the prayer starts, the evening prayer. So that was my period where I used to breathe. I do remember seeing my mom doing art forms like building from scraps that she could find, like wooden stakes or ice cream candy sticks that you could find, pistachio shells, shells from the beach. And growing up, I saw mom doing those artworks. My sister used to be full on into art, like she used to do a lot of oil painting and stuff. So seeing then, I used to do a bit of that, and then she did teach me freehand drawing, and I think that's the only class I've attended so far when it comes to art. And that still helped me in making my hand as flexible as I can, like drawing a circle. I could do it with hand. My mother always talks to the plants. We've got a lot of plants in the houses. So I thought, why don't I get one? Let me show you the few paintings that I've made. This one was somewhere around 2 years ago. My cousin sister spoke about headscarf and why headscarves are necessary or what does it mean. So this is a book which I've been carrying for a while. All notes, learning points, all about photo, videography. So this was the first room I was in when I came to New Zealand. Different sketches that I filled in time. This is some small work which I do usually when I go to any places like beaches or something. I've got a fascination of pine cones which I got from my mom. So yeah, the plan is to varnish it and then paint the stones, come up with something. These are my tools which I normally use. The knives, it's a little messy. I like to keep it messy, to be honest. A lamp, and then I wanted to paint it. The random finger strokes. One over here I use a lot. Mostly flat brushes. There are thin ones which I use very rarely for detailing. It's less. These ones are my favorite to do it on the walls as well as big canvas sizes. More of an unfinished work. I don't know whether I would resume it or not. And this over here, what you see is a gypsum board and it was lying around outside our house, and I thought, why not? Because I was craving to do some artwork during the lockdown times, basically representing how life would have been if there was no lockdown. Whenever I've shown this artwork to someone, they laugh, and this was kept outside, and due to rain and water leaking from the top and everything, it has got some natural shades on it, which I thought is nice, and I just kept it. That's my family. This one, I don't have much photos of me in my element, and one of my friend Nihad clicked this photograph, and I thought I would put that as an inspiration himself. My two favorite brothers, one of the trips that we went to Leh, road trips, and yeah, with the mighty Himalaya, it brings back a lot of memories. Mainly through people, through conversations, the people who I meet while traveling. Certain locations does inspire me when I travel. Songs motivate me a lot. Friends, definitely there. I'm a person who's got a small circle. So wherever I have been in my journey, I always had a small circle who I've been very comfortable and expressed myself to. And that is one space where it does inspire me to get into it.
Well, good everybody, and welcome to Trust Arena here in Auckland.
That's unfair. Fine. He wants to set up just as you're about to strike. And I think let the natural instincts take over from there, G. We'll see what happens.
I don't know if I've got natural instincts. It means just dive out of the way. Spooners!
You said you hate me, but I keep on trying. My heart's like a fighter, so I keep on trying. You say that you hate me, baby, no, I'm never gonna blame me.
There's this artist that I've been following for a long time. He has got this kind of mural art that he does. His name is Timmy Hans, and the skeleton is inspired from his artwork that I've been following him for years. This is his consistent style of art, the colors that you see and stuff like that. I want to do that kind of an art somewhere whenever I get the chance. And I thought that would literally go best on this wall. But it all changed when I was on my way to a photo gear shop to buy an accessory. And I saw this vintage car on the roads, on the motorway. That's when I thought that would be a very good addition to the painting. Went back to the place, started looking for the perfect car that I want up there. And then after that, one thing led to another. I just kept adding what I wanted. When a car comes in, there should be something that it leads to. What could it be? These are the questions that come into your mind. I had this cup that I bought. They had the Mount Cook on it, and I do remember clicking a photo of Mount Cook. I thought, mountains. Mountains is the place that I want to go. When I look back at my life, mountains are my go-to thing, but I've lived around the coastal region for a long time, and mountains were always way further for me. It was always a challenge to reach the mountains. But I do want a mix of the city as well, and this has been a thing where it's always a challenge for me to reach to the mountains. The city, the sky tower coming into the painting, and the mountains up there. This is a dream of a child who craves for the mountains, but has been in the city and trying to reach as much as possible towards his dream. And that is the whole point of it. Definitely, that was one of the best wall art sessions that I've ever done.